So this is an interesting video. This fella here has taken one of my cars from my car dealership without consent, drove it down the road and crashed head on the wrong side of the road with one of the local residents. During this video things do get a little bit irate at points, but don't worry, I will ensure that I bleep out any swear words. Let's get on with the video. Yeah, another day at the office, guys. So let me just spin the camera around. Filming on my phone today, by the way, because it's just a little unplanned incident just happened. Bit of drama. Basically, that car there, that Jaguar there, that's actually my car. I've got my card machine in my hand. I'll explain why I've got my card payment machine in my hand. The guy in the background there, wearing a yellow t-shirt, he just came to look at the Jag, and he just drove it out my yard without asking me. I said to him, mate, don't take that car on the bloody road. He was just running, just started up in the yard, listening to the engine and stuff. He drove it out the yard, drove it down the road, drove around the corner on the wrong side of the road. And this fella here with the blue t-shirt on, he's a nice guy. He's just been hit head on by my guy in the Jag. Yeah, so the reason why I've got my card machine in my hand is because obviously he ain't paid for this car. So I'm like thinking, mate, he's just drove up the road. So the way that I found out, by the way, is this guy, his mate with the blue t-shirt in the background, he's come over to me and said, oh, my friend, your Jaguar is crashed. I was like, what? What do you mean it's crashed? So my friend he's taken it on the road and he's crashed it. So I jumped in my car, headed straight out the road, and then when I arrived, I soon discovered that he'd done a smashing job of it. The Jag was in a bloody horrendous mess, a lot worse than I expected anyway. All the airbags had gone off as well, look. And I decided, well, I've not yet had payment for this car. This guy's just took this car without telling anyone. So I rushed back to Binker, grabbed our mobile card machine, luckily it was mobile, and headed back to the scene of the accident to try and get payment for the car. Yeah, we need to pay, he needs to pay for the car. But then I looked at him and I thought, you know what, mate, I can't imagine that paying for my Jaguar is the top of your list of priorities right now, is it? Yeah. So the car's not taxed, it's not insured, it ain't in his name. But yeah, going back to the card machine, obviously my priority is just getting payment for the bloody cars. Like, do you know what? I want payment, man. And he just stuck his card in the machine. He has paid for it. And it's now his car, it's his problem. So here it is. My beloved 08 plate Jaguar XF. Sorry, mate. And decent car. So matey there, let me just show you. So these are the two. So the geezer there with the blue top on, he was driving the Merc. See all the airbags and stuff have gone off. He's actually all right. Seems like he's hurt his wrist, but he seems to be all right. You're all right, ain't ya?
Yeah, I've got a few bumps and bruises, but generally okay.
You feel all right, yeah? Somehow he's on the wrong bloody side of the road. I don't know how he's managed to do this. This guy here is his mate. On the wrong side of the road, so he must come around. So Binker's literally just about a couple of hundred yards up the road there. He's come around that bend, yeah. Somehow, imagine being the driver of that Merc, mate. He's come flying around the corner and they've hit head on. And the Jag, also airbag lights, airbags have gone off as well. Yeah, ain't looking too clever in here either.
Nice.
This is my mate. You all right?
Yeah, my friend.
He's happy now. He's bought.
No, he's not alright. I am crazy, my friend.
You're crazy, yeah? You're happy you bought yourself a nice Jaguar, aren't you? But I think the biggest mystery is why the bloody hell? Why is he on the wrong side of the road? So I decided to ask him.
He's driving fast, he's driving his middle, he's
So you tell, what actually happened? I want you to tell.
Look, I'm driving my friend his middle. Understand? He's middle drive. This one guy is his middle. He's coming middle.
Who's in the middle?
This one, my friend, is coming here. Look, he's here. But he's look. Understand now?
Now, I'll be honest, I didn't fully understand that. But at the same time, I'm a massive believer in there being two sides to every story. And although I do currently think he is at fault, I'm still curious to see what he's got to say about what happened. And I will, of course, be asking the other fella what his take on the situation was as well. You're saying he was in the middle of the road?
Middle, you and middle, who in middle? Yeah, where to go? He's just second, he's left, he's right, he's right. I'm understand he's coming middle, maybe he's go left.
So you think he's going, he's in the middle, and you thought
middle, Yes. That's it. Now understand why. After I'm error, but is not go left, is go right. This one, guys, is go right. Is bullshit. Is the right car.
I don't know why you went though.
Look.
Why did you go on the road?
Look, I'm a Fiden is very good car. Is not an Fiden where is right. Is come back. Is coming.
I don't understand.
Where you go is coming. It is back.
Does it feel broken at all?
No. It's
just where you.
Yeah, it feels a bit bruised around here, and there's a bit of a cut
Just
there.
a bit tender, yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, you're right. You didn't sort of hurt your collarbone or nothing.
Oh yeah, I must admit, I'm a bit achy up here.
Really?
Down my neck there, yeah.
Because it must have been a hell of a thud.
Yeah.
Because he claims, he just said to me that he reckons you were on his side of the road. That's what he's trying to say.
Well, I'm in a good position.
No, I'm trying to work it out. Like.
Yeah, you don't need Einstein, do you? You fucking hell.
Meanwhile, the police have arrived, and you can imagine they're really curious to know what the bloody hell has happened. They've blocked off the road and they begin asking questions. I obviously explained that this fella had taken the car without consent out of my yard, drove it up the road, which by the way is not very far at all, and ended up on the wrong side of the road head on with this fella from the village up the road. But now that I've had payment for the Jag, the police know the full story. I don't really need to hang around anymore, do I? That's it. So I'm back in the M4. Where's the hazard light switch? Switch that off. And yeah, in a nutshell, it's just an accident between the two drivers. I'm nothing to do with it. I hung around because obviously matey had took my car without consent, and I just didn't want him, I suppose, dragging me into it somehow. So lots of police here. They did end up closing off the bloody road. It's a bit of a palaver for the local residents. Yeah, interesting one. The police have been proper sound, by the way. Shout out to the police. Yeah, there's loads of them here, and a couple of them did recognise me from YouTube, which was quite nice because I'm you kind of already got a bit of a relationship there as they arrive. Shout out to Ian, he's the fella that drives the 20 plate Volvo just parked in front of me there. Proper sound guy. He's like, Calvin, do you know what, you're doing a great job with your channel, you clearly love cars, you love the car trade, and yeah, you're just doing a good job. Luckily no one was hurt, which is obviously really nice. Matey boy in the Mercedes has hurt his wrist a little bit, but he seems to be absolutely fine. Fingers crossed he doesn't have any further sort of implications with them injuries. But yeah, what have I learned? I don't know. I ain't learned much. Just spent my whole afternoon fighting around with an idiot that nicked one of my cars and crashed it. But yeah, I'm going to leave it as that. If you're new to my channel, do hit subscribe for a new video every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock. But this is not my usual style of video. I'd never film on my phone. I'm generally not involved with drama. I try and keep myself well away from drama, as far away from any dramas as I possibly can. But yeah, I had to get this on my channel because it's an interesting one, isn't it, I suppose. So yeah, if you are new, hit subscribe for a new video every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock. If you did like this video, do me a favour, hit that like button. And what was the other thing? Instagram. If you're on Instagram, give me a follow on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, bye. Something I do want to say before I go is it is very frustrating when someone does something wrong and they just don't hold their hands up and say, do you know what, I messed up. And in fairness to the guy that took the Jag, he did hold his hands up, he paid for the car, and he took it all on the chin. As for the guy with the Mercedes, it is very annoying that his car that he's owned for 10 years plus is now a write-off. But the police advised me that we do all pay a slight premium on our insurance to cover incidents like this. So he will get a payout, and he will hopefully get himself a new car at some point soon. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, at long last, I finally get my hands on an Audi RS3 hatchback. And that video will be live on Sunday at 6 o'clock. I'll see you then.